Yeah, you know what? I figure I need more Crony numbers. 'Cause I am at those power number there, two roughly. I just brought it up till there's no free play on the spring. Just the slightest tension. So we're starting out at bare minimum this gun does for these numbers we're getting. On another note here, I did get a no 217-30 flat nose for cavity mold. I'd sold one off to somebody else on to try it for a while. I do have another one similar, but it's in brass, and it just wants to drop them slightly smaller. So I got this one. No is now, no bullet molds is now making air rifle pellet and slug molds again. They have a good inventory, so get them. But very nice. I may run a Q-tip on these, but they look pretty shiny. No burrs I can see offhand here. Sometimes there are a little bit in the plate here, the steel plate, but we'll see how it looks here. And fire up the casting pot and see how these drop. That's another thing for another day. It is a rainy day. I want to put my little 20 cal slug gun here for a minute. I may crossbreed. I do have another 20 caliber barrel for Air Force. I may crossbreed that with my Pinty. My Pinty rifle and see where that gets it. Otherwise, we'll find out. Anyway, yes, so we're still at I'd have to call it 2,500. Like we're at about 28 roughly when I started this. Lined up down the Crony, I think. $649. $654. That seems strange. Well, I am going with the widest variations of weights here on sorted 18.6 to 18.3. Meh, I guess about the same variation. $656. Oh, things seems fairly consistent here within at least 15 feet per second, maybe less, 12. Not bad for unregulated. $643. Well, I spoke too soon. That still isn't too far out of the range. Should I move my gun over? There we go. 645. $646. $645. 644. I might have varied that because I felt that touch my finger when it hit the hammer. Plenty right, 641. And we're at about 2300 psi. Seeing that right? Yeah. 24. Depending on what way you're looking at it. I think a little more hammer, it would open that a little longer. Let's try something once. Can't grab it on both sides like you can on a Tinty. I'll give this one full revolution. There. Supposed to have been easier if I did it when it was cocked. $6.45. I do recall I was not seeing much velocity gain initial testing with this by hitting any more hammer spring. $6.40. So actually came down a little, but might be my operable range there. This one might like to run from 3,000 down to like 2,200, something like that. Yeah, I was going to shoot a target and the cats became cats. No, I'm just goofing around getting some counting numbers. It's not so much fun. Just above the third mil dot. My point of impact here with my trajectory setup I had for it, I guess. That may have been with pellets. I think I'm shooting a lot of slugs out of this guy already. $6.49. $6.50. Yeah, it's been rainy. Yesterday I just needed to recoup from the week. And the big push is coming up, so but stay rested. 6:37. Yeah, I've not touched anything from the factory setup other than play with the hammer spring and fill pressures. 6:39. It's a regular hole down there, and I'm picking up hole to aim at, so I'm going over to Crony. Same place all the time. And hit the trigger. So. Also, I might be printing a dime size hole. Yeah. And I stretch out to a quarter now. 637. Just out of curiosity, let's flip up the shear gun. Files, all that. Point 20. Talon. Projectile. If anybody's seen this happen. It's a handy little thing. Let's go with 20 cal. Oh, anything close to that weight. Solar jet. Yep. I just screwed it up. Maybe. Maybe I still got it. Yeah. Magnum, measly Magnum. That's 1330. It does give me a. Oh, I'd sure like. This is going to have the best DC at least. 1350 grain. 18. .80. Oh yeah, that looks close. And let's go 660 feet per second for an average. That's going to be 18.2 foot-pounds of energy. That's what I was looking for. I don't know. Anyway, that's a start. At least I got some numbers to start playing with my stuff. Now I don't know if I can get more power out of this, huh? I know I was just watching Too Fast for You. I had one I was running off that Air Force Escape UL chassis valve system. And that one I was, I think, getting a little more power out of it. I think I took 1,000 foot per second. 900 at least. I know I was getting 900 some on the 22 barrel I had on it. Anyway, let's pump some more lead downrange. Get some more numbers. Okay, last one is 637. So it is dropping below. It has been sub 20 foot-pounds here. I might get more out of it actually with pellets. 631. It's not all over the place like some unregulated guns can be. Oh, you know what happened here? My bottle came loose. I don't have my set screw done up. I was going to look at that. Does that fit? No, it does not. Hey, I bet you my velocities come up now. At least it was consistent. $637. $635. $638. $638. My first thought was go refill this, you know, but still in a happy place, I guess. Staying consistent for 10 meters. 634. $632. $627. Now it's starting to drop, I think. That might just hold there for quite a while too. Oh, I do recall now. I thought I'd take a look. I do have the O-ring behind the top hat. So that's probably why she's balancing out so nicely. That's the first mount you got to do if you want to get some shot count consistent string. Buffer that hammer spring. 629. Buffer that top hat. It ain't slapping all the way tight to the valve. 623. $628. $626. 621. I'll burn up the rest of these slugs. 628. Could be a little variance in the weight of these. That's just getting up and down here too. 624. 621. 620. 617. 612. I'll call it a quit swinging drop at 600, I think. 612 duplicate. 610. 607. 601. One more, I guess. 601. I guess wrong. Six, 596. That's a wrap. Oh, there's 6 pellets or 6 slugs left in my sorted out tin here. Couldn't tell you how many I started with, but let me guess. Probably 40 rounds I shot out of there. 35. We'll have to count it up and make it a wrap. Yeah, no targets for me today. Cats are coming back.